if you make a waffle the night before, it is not as good the next morning. Questions I now ask myself on a daily basis. What are normal sleeping habits? What are normal eating habits? What are normal drinking habits? What are normal showering habits? And probably others. College has made me completely abandon all of those. Eating habits. This morning I'm having breakfast at 11 o'clock. Yesterday I had breakfast at 9 o'clock. Sometimes I don't have breakfast. It's just sleeping patterns. I go to bed forever I generally try to go to bed at midnight every night. The night before it was like 12:30. Last night it was like 11:56. Like I try to go to bed at midnight every night. But last week I completely fucked up my sleeping schedule. Completely fucked it up. Drinking habits. We start at 6:30 in the afternoon. It's still light out. Like we're done. The times that we've stopped at a reasonable hour, we were done by like before 10. Whatever. Showering habits. Sometimes I shower in the morning, sometimes I shower at night. I've been showering twice a day on Tuesdays and Thursdays because I don't feel like showering Monday or Wednesday night. So I shower Tuesday and Thursday morning and then Tuesday and Thursday night. Whatever. Okay. Let's get down to business. So you guys know about Friday. Saturday was fine. I came back, I showered, did my homework. Actually did nothing until 6 o'clock. The only thing I ate Saturday until 6 o'clock was one bagel. One bagel, and it made me feel like I was going to throw up so bad that I couldn't eat anything else. So at 6 o'clock, I was like, I'm hungry. So I texted Jen, I was like, I'm going to go get some food, and then we'll figure out what we're doing tonight. So she texted back and she was like, I'll be there in 10 minutes, like, just wait for me. So I was like, okay. So we went over and we got food, and I had a sandwich, and it was fine. I could eat the sandwich, but I couldn't handle the chips, so I threw out the chips. And then Tori had texted me earlier in the day asking if I wanted to hang out tonight, and I was like, oh, I don't know, whatever. And then Kenny had texted me and was like, I was like, ew, no, never, We're actively avoiding Kenny as much as we can. Like, we see him when we walk the other direction. Dimitri's a little harder to avoid, but we're working on it. So I was like, Jen, is that what you want to do? Like, do you want to go hang out with these guys again? And she was like, I don't care. Thanks a lot, Jen. So I was like, okay, let's hang out with them, but let's wait for Katie to come back, and then we'll go over. So I told Tori that, and he was like, okay, that's fine. And so then we were hanging out in my room, and then Katie said she was back, so we went down, and we were hanging out in Katie's room for a little bit. Then we went over to Tori's, and it was like 9 o'clock, and they were playing some sort of video game, I don't know. And Katie was like, oh my god, I love this game! And they were like, oh my god, ah! So they all played that game, and Jen and I just watched. And then someone was hungry, so like, we're gonna go to Wawa. So we got in the car, we went to Wawa, and they pretty much all got quesadillas. And then we came back, and they were eating quesadillas, and then someone was like, okay, we're gonna drink or not. So we went over to Dennis's room, and we just drank beer. We were drinking beer, and then they were like, oh my god, I wish we had, like, whatever. And we were like, well, we have some stuff in the room, because Jen had brought the 2 bottles that Airshot bought back to my room today, and so they were like, go get him, and I was like, ugh, I don't want to get up, I'm so tired. So I gave some guys my keys and told them where my room was, and they went and got it. But then we ended up not even drinking it, we only had beer, and I had been saying all along, I was like, guys, I cannot sleep over, I have to get up Sunday morning to go to this honors thing. I cannot sleep over, so I was like, 1 o'clock, I'm gonna leave, and then it was 1:30, I'm gonna leave, 2 o'clock, I'm gonna leave, and then suddenly Jen was like, it's 2:40, do you want to go? And I was like, oh my fuck, yes. So anyway, and then at some point Dennis was like, oh, just pull an all-nighter, and I was like, that sounds like a great idea. So glad I didn't pull an all-nighter. So we went back home, I got back to my room at like 3 o'clock, and I went to sleep. I got up at like 9, I went to this honors retreat, which just happened to be another scavenger hunt, because Arcadia loves scavenger hunts so much. So it was a scavenger hunt around Glensa. We probably walked like 5 miles. Ugh. But then they gave us pizza at the end and cookies, so kind of made up for it. And then I went back and I Netflixed. I took a nap, and then I Netflixed. And I'd been texting Tori, like, a lot. Like, Saturday and Sunday. Like, a lot. Actually, I was texting everyone a lot on Sunday. Like, all sorts of people were texting me on Sunday. I, like, didn't actually know how to handle it. I was getting, like, 5 text messages at once, and I was like, I don't know what to do. I've never had friends before. Ah! Yeah, but he was texting me a lot Saturday and Sunday. But he hasn't really texted me a lot since then, so I don't really know what that means, and, like, I don't know how I feel about him. Like, I think he's attractive, but I've only ever hung out with him when I was already drunk or drinking, and I don't know, and now he's not texting me in the same amount, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, so then, yeah, I watched some Netflix, and then Katie was like, we're going to do our laundry that night, so I went down to Katie's room to do our laundry because she's on the first floor, and we put our laundry in, we came back up to her room, watching TV, and I fell asleep on her bed while we were, during the half hour that the laundry's in the wash, and she had to get me up. She's like, leaving it to move it over to the dryer, so I was like, okay. And so then, like, we put the laundry in the dryer, and we waited an hour, and then I came up, and I was like, I have to go to bed, ugh. So I didn't even put away my laundry, I just left it folded in the basket, and I went to bed. And then Monday is the worst Monday in the history of the world. Unanimous vote. It was awful. Awful, awful, awful. So Monday morning, I'm in my room, there's a knock on the door, I open the door, it's Jen, and she's got an iced coffee for me. Oh, I love you, Jen. So I was like, okay, this is good. And then went to class. Classes were awful. I don't know what to say to express to you how awful Monday was, because now that I'm thinking back about it, I can't think about it. But it was the worst Monday. Anyone you talked to was like, this is such a horrible day. Ugh. So that was sucky, very sucky. And then Tuesday was not much better. Not much better at all. I only had one class on Tuesday, and I actually considered skipping my freshman seminar on Tuesday, because I was like, I hate this class so much. But then I had a paper due, and I'd actually done it, so I was like, I might as well hand it in. And then it said on the thing that there was going to be a chocolate tasting that day, so I was like, oh, I can't miss a chocolate tasting. But that was such gross chocolate. It was Mayan-style chocolate, but it was, like, really gritty. Like, they had, like, sugar crystals in there, and it was just gritty. It wasn't good. It was really cinnamony. And I was so upset. So I had applied to be the student blogger. They had sent me an email saying that I would be a good candidate because I'm doing this FISI program. And so I applied, and, like, I told them about this vlog, and I was like, I mean, I'm really proud of this vlog, and, like, if there's things in you don't like, I would change that when I did for the school, but I'm really proud of this vlog, and I really love it. And I got an email back Tuesday that I got chosen, so that's really exciting. I'm so excited. They said they would send me information about training and, like, dates and when it's going to start, because I don't know if it's just for when I'm in FISI or for, like, starts now or whatever. I don't know. But then also Tuesday evening, I met with my FISI mentor. Her name's Heather, which she's, like, going to help me, like, through the whole, like, process and everything. So she was really nice. We talked for, like, an hour, and she's really cool. She said she skipped 3 weeks of class at some point, and she still got, like, a 3.7 GPA while she was there. So she was really cool. I liked her. And then, Tuesday night I watched Lindsay's vlog, and we were waiting for Jen's vlog to go up, but it didn't go up. It didn't go up Wednesday, and now she's doing it on Thursday. My day, absolutely not. But whatever. Yeah. And so then Wednesday was fine, classes again. They had the preview kickoff today, which is like where they have all these freshman classes that you can go to in the spring, and then you go for like 2 weeks to a country. So they had all the countries set out there on like the green, and we like walked around and looked at them all, and people picked up some things. I didn't pick up anything because I'm going to be in Scotland already. But to Wednesday night, we're here in my room. Jen's Tyler Oakleying. Katie's doing Walking Dead cartoons, and me and Abby are watching Gilmore Girls. And I had been thinking in my head that I was like, I just want to drink, I just want to drink, I just want to drink. And at some point, Jen sat up, and we were, like, talking about, like, somehow drinking came up, and all of us were like, we want to drink. So then we texted Dennis, and we were like, Dennis, can we have our bottles back? Because we just left the bottles at Dennis's, because we didn't feel like bringing them back, and then we were like, just tell us when you're going to drink them, and we'll come over. Even though they're not ours, Irshad bought them, but whatever. So no text from Dennis. So Jen was like, text Tori. So I texted Tori, and I was like, hey, do you know if Dennis is in his room? Like, we were thinking about doing shots or something, like, and we need our stuff back. No text back from Tori. So then she calls Irshad, and she's like, Irshad, where are you? And he's like, I literally just got out of class. She's like, will you buy us beer? And he's like, okay. So Abby is like, I hate beer. I don't like beer. I don't like beer. So we're like, okay, fine, okay, fine. So Katie and I go over to Dennis's room and knock on the door, and there's no response. And then Tori's door is closed too. So we stole his doormat. We had been wanting to. Katie, once she saw that this kid had a doormat, she was like, oh my god, I want a doormat. And she was going to go and buy one, but I was like, Katie, steal his doormat. Steal his doormat. It would be hilarious. We'll start a prank war. It'll be great. So we stole his doormat instead. We got back, and we were like, no drinks, but we have a doormat. And everyone was like, oh, they were so mad. So then Irshad took us, and we went and bought beer. But then we came back, and Lexus was in the room, and we had nowhere else to do it, so we didn't drink. But, like, really, I feel like it was just, like, the need, and then it, like, kind of passed, you know? Like, I didn't need it as much anymore, so I wasn't super disappointed about that. So then Jen and Katie pretty much left, like, almost immediately after that, because there was no point in staying. We weren't doing anything. Like, we weren't talking or anything. So Abby and I watched another episode of Gilmore Girls, and then I was, like, falling asleep on her shoulder, and she was like, I'm just gonna go to bed, so I was like, okay. So then I got on Pinterest, and I was up for like another hour and a half anyway, but whatever. So this morning I got up, and I took a shower, obviously, as you can tell by my wet hair, and I'm still eating my breakfast, so, but Alexis was out of the room right now, and I didn't know when else I would have time to do this, and I still need to edit it all. So, we don't know what we're doing for this weekend. Irshad was saying that he wants to take us down to some frat in Philly, but I just, like, I'm not sure if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to go to some big party with a lot of people I don't know. I don't know if I'd feel, like, comfortable or safe doing that. So, Abby said that she was going to ask Casey and see if the lacrosse team was doing anything this weekend, which I would kind of feel just more comfortable doing because I feel like I know some of those guys. But I don't know, like, we might be going to a frat in Philly. I have no idea. I'll let you guys know. So sorry if this one kind of sucked. I'm really tired. I really didn't feel like doing this, but I was like, I have to do it. I have to do it. I'll regret it so much if I skip a week and everything, so I did it. So I hope it's okay. I hope it lives up to your standards. Oh, wait, I wanted to say something. Where are all your other people's vlogs? Jen's doing the vlog, though it hasn't gone up for this week. Lindsay's doing the vlogs. Claps for you, Lindsay, for doing it, because we didn't think you were going to do it all, and you're the only other person who's done more than one. Taylor, you did one, like, a month ago, and you haven't done anything else. Christina, Brooke, where are they? Where are the vlogs? This is not, an option. This is required. You have to vlog. Okay? So, I better see some sort of explanation, or I better see a vlog, because I will not take no for an answer. I'll see you next Thursday. Peace. Stay out of trouble.